So, welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just turned 5 a.m. in the morning on a Thursday. And it looks like, my last night anyway, internet and power, all this stuff seemed to come back. We got services again. Yes, after the big storms and crazy weather. Rightio, let's just share this screen to start with. So welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Please note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed as educational only. We're a group of people helping each other and we're not financial advisors. So please only take trades you're happy to take based on your own analysis. Always follow proper risk management to protect your account as taught here in Straightforward FOREX Group, as each trade carries risk as well as potential profits. There is also a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. Welcome, Tom. Good. Let's just go over to the charts. I'll have a look. I've got out of that USD JPY I profited out a number of trades anyway out of that. And I noticed that Darren got out of, I think, was it? Let me just have a look. I think he said he got out of some USD, SGD, CAD CHF, and Euro CHF. They were all buys. He closed them out. Lovely. Profiting. Right. Now, this is AUD CAD. It's come out of its Tuesday. It's pushed up, created a new high. We've got a yellow triangle ready for, well, it's, how do I put this? Potential for a sell. It may continue further to the line, but we'll see. We've got news here, RBA minutes. That's not going to do too much. And that is the Japanese inflation rate. Or Canadian inflation rate. So we'll just, when's that? When is it? When 20th? That's next week. Okay. Rightio. Canadian dollar and the Aussie dollar's moved up, Canadian a bit weaker. So you can see the US dollar's come up and New Zealand is actually starting to come off a little bit. But the Swiss franc is still way down with the Japanese yen. Anyway, okay. I think AUD CAD has more room to move. It's still in balance down here. It's probably a Sunday for you, Tom, somewhere in there. That's maybe still to have.
Yeah, but I'm only looking for buys on these. There's Sundays above them.
Really?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for this yellow triangle to push it back down, not break the bottom triangles someplace, and then push
come
back
back
up.
Okay.
So no, I will not be taking this yellow triangle.
Oh, interesting. Because I think it won't break this top and we'll end up breaking the bottom, but that's okay. Different perspective, isn't it? Which is cool. It doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you're not in the trade in the opposite direction.
Correct. But everything's turning on the daily. So now we have up candles on the daily. It's already hit the yellow marker, the yellow line on the daily.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a yellow triangle somewhere here.
On the daily.
On the daily. Or it may, it may get one more push down with this yellow triangle and tap the white rail and give us a larger triangle.
Yeah, a green one or whatever. Yeah, you have a white one or whatever. Yeah.
But either way, I'm not taking this trade until we go into the buys because this could go sideways.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm not
Yeah.
trusting that this is gonna. I'm not trusting.
I think that's Tom. I think that's the best statement that you've ever done. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
just trying to calculate when to get in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and totally, I'm on exactly the same page there too, Tom. And what I do think though is this push up here is yet to. I still have this white line. See this white line down here?
Hmm.
I still have that as a, where the white channel is on the settings that you use, not Darren, because Darren, it's already at Darren's, I'd say. But I don't know. That'd be nice to ask Darren. Have you got a green triangle on the daily yet for AUD CAD?
I have. I think I have. Just bear with me.
Yeah, you're out and about. Yeah, that's all right. If it's all difficult, Darren, don't worry. It's all right.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be driving again in a minute, but I've just so I'll be listening in. But let me just I'll have a quick look at this. That's fine.
Yeah.
AUD CAD.
So I could change it to those settings you have. Well, you have what have you got? Hang on. Darren's got 56, 110, 2.44. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Hang
waiting for it
on.
to load.
Yeah,
Here we
that's
go.
all
Yeah,
right.
I've got a green triangle. It's only just it's literally just a wick. It's just touched the bottom line. They're giving me a green triangle. So ideally, I'd prefer
Yeah,
prefer
you've
to
got
see
one
it
there.
push through a bit more extreme. Really, I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
find the less reliable when it just sort of touches the outer line and gives you a green triangle.
yeah.
It could easily turn again and that green triangle could
Disappear
disappear.
even.
Yeah, yeah.
Repaint. Yeah, okay,
So
no worries.
well, I've not got along yet, so I wouldn't enter it yet. But I'd be hoping really that it pushes down a bit further yet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me a more extreme entry.
So yeah, I've got your settings on there. So it did show a green. I still have this I think it'll come to the outer rail here, Tom, and down to at least the white line and push out past the white. We'll get a green triangle on your settings, Tom, and then we'll start to get a push back up. I don't think it's ready yet. On the daily.
Hmm.
And I think you're right. You want buys on it. I think we're going to end up getting a little bit more sell happening. That's okay. All right. So that's where I am with this hourly one here. As you can see, this has been on the hourly, been pushing down since, where's this? 25th of January. Down, 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 making new lows. It did break that high just there.
Hmm.
So that is a bit ominous, isn't it? And it has created a higher low there. But I've also seen them come down and then break. I don't know. You don't use this sort of the weak and strong sort of as anything. I think you don't even have those on, do you?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do.
you do. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So if that's a weak low,
Mm-hmm.
right, then it should
Mm-hmm.
break,
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. So if it pushes
And here, if
down
there's
and
a
it
strong
doesn't,
high, it shouldn't break the high.
well, if it's a strong high, it's because it's on a downtrend.
Correct.
It's been
Well,
telling
hey,
you
look
every
at
time
that.
it keeps dropping, dropping, dropping.
Look at that. The triangle's disappeared.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if it goes up there and doesn't break that yellow triangle to the left,
Yeah.
then I might consider it.
It's more likely to break than the arrows down the bottom.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if it breaks
Because
one side or the other,
mm-hmm.
it's sweeping the liquidity on that side,
Yeah.
either top or bottom.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it turns and I get an arrow after sweeping liquidity, then I'll sell it or buy it depending on the direction.
Hmm.
And if it fails to break the other direction, then I know we're going to have a change of character.
Yeah. Because I think it'll come back down and break this. Like this is the so that's your Tuesday line, and I can see where the Tuesday is in there, right? As in, and it's come up and broken that out. It's taken the top out of it, and now it's more likely to come back down and either take the bottom or at least match the bottom out. But I think it'll come back down to this line. What would that be? Let's have a look. Somewhere here, even if it was here to
Go
there.
higher though, because it shouldn't break to the left.
Oh,
It
no,
shouldn't
I
break
understand.
those triangles.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, I'll do that then. I'll go up a little bit higher. And we'll go back down. That's still 100 pips or so, back down to that.
Right.
And even if it only goes and comes back down to the bottom of those ones, that's still 60, 70 pips.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can make a nice tight stop loss here, it's beautiful. It could be like I don't know, 5 or 6% even. Okay. So depends on when it's going to make that move. Maybe London Open again. We'll see, or pre-London Open, make a move back down. Well, yellow triangle come back. Going and going. All right. That's on my broker feed. Okay. There is no absolute news until sort of next week. Well, that's okay. It could dance around here until next week, couldn't it? Go sideways.
Right.
Look, disappeared again. Right, AUD CHF. Gosh. You still in this one, Darren? No, I don't know. If you were.
No, I'm not in this one. It's this is just sort of it's going up and down around the middle of the channel for me. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing anything on this one at the minute.
Yeah, it's not here. We got along and it pushed up, and it actually has come up and broken. If you see, it's broken the high there. It's just really because the Aussie dollar in relation to Swiss franc. It's probably going to keep going until these strengths sort of swap around a bit, and then we'll start to get the sell out. Yeah, that's something that RBA news. Yeah. So yeah, continuing to buy. I feel. I mean, the last is this green triangle down here, and then it's still they're actually quite. I mean, not so much on the hourly. Well, it is on the hourly as well. They're definitely on the daily, but the hourly does give an indication. These green and red, which you don't. You have white ones, Tom. I know. But these green and red ones are really quite good indicators of a longer of a multiple day trend change.
A bigger move.
Yeah, a bigger move. Yeah, that's the word I'm trying to. Yeah, see how this is like a number of days bigger move, and then it pushes back down again. We didn't get a red one, but a number of yellow. So, but a green one here with green and yellow, as you said, has a bigger move.
So I actually have two white on the hourly. I have the two white candles at the top and those three yellow ones. So I'm looking for a push back down on this.
Have you?
Yeah.
On your settings or and they're the same as mine, or I've got the same as what you have.
Correct.
But we don't have, okay, on
Different
the feed
feeds.
I don't have yet.
Yeah, just different feeds, that's all.
Yeah.
So I already have my trade set up.
Yeah, for a sell back down there.
Correct.
Okay. Right. Hmm. Okay, good. Well, it wouldn't be, there's no problem with having a sell trade set up, as long as it doesn't tap it and push it back up again. But the point is, if it is coming back down again, well, that's great. You have that opportunity. I think we have a lot more push to go further up, but that's just me. I know we're
Yeah,
down.
and look at those yellow rails. They're directly underneath the white rails. So
Yeah.
just like the bottom when it turns, you see how they get close to the rails together?
Ah, yeah. And then, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it starts pushing away from the rails. Yes, it may go up again, but I put such a I take
Yeah.
that yellow. You see the yellow triangle from the top, the second one down?
This one here? No, that
No,
one there.
that one. So if you
Yeah.
just take that whole section from the top of the
Yeah.
triangle down to that first push
Yeah. Oh, this one
right
here.
there, just
Yeah.
take that whole section as your entry.
Yeah.
And then if it just
Because
works up and down, works up and down, works up and down, eventually it's going to come across and drop.
yeah. Yeah. So you'd be saying something like so you would go like, oh, that's the low in there, so it'd need to break that low just there, and or break that
Nope,
high
take
there.
it to the top.
Oh,
Take it to
you'd
the
take it
top,
up to there.
all the way to the top. Now all I'm doing is letting it
Yeah,
work.
gotcha.
It's going to work across.
Yeah. And
So
then
as it works
whatever it is
across,
down.
the entry gets tighter and tighter and tighter as it fails at the top to break.
Yeah. So it becomes you're actually squeezing up your stop loss and well, bringing
Correct.
up your entry and bringing down your stop loss. Okay.
But it really has to move in order for me to
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
Because it can sit here and just bounce for a while.
So you could still have your entry here, but what will
Mm-hmm.
happen is as this pulls down and goes down and back up and down, you could actually pull this stop loss down to say even there, like whatever, or even closer, and then off it goes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd rather leave the stop loss where it's at,
Yeah.
leave the
And what
high,
and then what put a second
and just
trade.
and just slide the entry over. So let's say it comes down and taps those two yellow lines and bounces back up and
Yeah.
comes back down and bounces it up again.
Yeah.
And as it keeps bouncing back and forth, my entry will be moved up tighter and tighter and tighter. But I
Okay,
never
gotcha.
move the high.
Right. Right. Okay. So you're
Because if it's going
moving
to
it.
beat the high, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter where my stop loss is. It's going to stop me
Correct.
out. But
Correct.
it's the entry that matters.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I just fill in all the little fair value gaps there, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And as it comes down and bounces off each little fair value gap, it gets lower and lower and lower. And pretty soon I'm out of fair value gaps and it just dumps.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right.
And even if I take that, it's still only 44 pips.
I know. I know. It's
You know
not
what I
too
mean?
bad, is
I could
it?
leave that there and just walk away.
Yeah. And that's what I was about to say that because it depends on like for me and my lifestyle and also where I live in the world, it becomes a situation that particularly like you're around in the New York Open, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's great. I'm not. I'm asleep. So that could easily bounce in around the New York Open, and I'm not going to have either. I'd have to have the trade set up ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, as you said, if you have it set up, even if it doesn't come down here and it just keeps going back up, well, you're not going to be in the trade anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. And if it breaks that, good Lord, it's going down.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave that on there just for the minute, and I'll look at that later in my day. Okay, AUDJPY. No, that's really messy, isn't it? It's nowhere near rails. It's crazy stuff here.
I already have a trade set up on this.
for a sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. See, it changed the character, and it didn't. It basically kept pushing up, and it push way down. Yeah, so we're getting to the stage here of like it's coming up, push up, come back up. I mean, it depends on how much further we're gonna get. We've got no triangles here. And what you're setting up for a sell out down. It looks like it is. It's just I don't have anything that sort of gives me comfort in it yet to say that
Because
it's
it's got to take
ready,
that last Sunday.
which is up over here
97,
somewhere.
822.
Yeah, okay. Up over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm expecting he's going to give us one good push, like a
And
spike,
then give us the arrows and then drop other triangles and then drop out.
and then start working down. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, so that one's a wait and watch
Because I need that fair value gap above it
to be
to
taken out.
break. Yep.
Yeah, okay. That's an equal high there. Equal there. Yeah, there's a bit more in it. Okay, AUD NZD. Yeah. That pullback. No, so I don't take this anyway. So you can all have a look. Now, interesting, it came up to 71 and it just dropped out the bottom. This is on the Tuesday. I put this on yesterday, or no, it wasn't yesterday, the day before even. I'm sorry about yesterday. It became a disaster. It's like,
No worries.
yeah, no, things were crazy here. I think we're going to have a push back up here and then a drop back out again. We do have a green triangle here, though, which is like, and you see on the daily, it's starting to get to that sort of stage. It's very much like AUD CAD. Right? But look at that. Came up here, gave us that, and then it just basically dropped out the bottom on the Tuesday. All right. I should have had a sell on that one. I mean, I could have seen here a sell out from there, and it just would have just been very nice. Then get out of it around when we had session. But you see, the problem with what I had yesterday is that I had really poor internet, so it was really difficult. I wasn't going to get myself into any trades because I didn't know whether I could actually manage them because I had no link into it, or very little anyway. All right, so
That's just risky.
no, you can't do it. Well, try not to anyway. And I don't think this is quite ready yet for the turn to come back up. Here's my indicator. Oh my gosh, look at that drop. Wow, New York session there. What was that? Was that the US? That was the US news, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the interest. The inflation was
rate.
yeah, higher than expected, and that 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 was really good for
It was
some
good for
trades.
you, wasn't it, Darren? It pushed
Yeah,
everything in the right direction.
yeah, it certainly did.
And I noticed the GBP did as well. No, well, I haven't noticed. I have
It,
to have. We'll
it
have a look
it did a little bit, not as GBP. They were expecting inflation to
to
be a
go
bit
up.
to go up, and it didn't. It stayed the same. So the pound dropped,
Ah,
but not as it wasn't as dramatic a move as we saw on the
yeah.
dollar the day before.
Okay.
But again, that that helped me as well. The pound dropping.
Mm.
So I had a good couple of days. had
Lovely.
three trades yesterday that all sort of crossed the finishing line, and I closed them out. So there was
You mean you profited them out?
well, hit target and out. I mean,
Yeah,
so USD SGD, that was the buy.
yeah,
Also CAD CHF and Euro CHF. That's because of the Swiss franc
yeah.
continuing to be on the ropes. So
On
they
the
both
ropes,
hit
yeah.
target. And
Lovely.
a couple of the other dollar ones sort of pushed deeper into profit, but I'm still in them.
So you're waiting. Well, really, in the end, what you're waiting for now is for stuff to turn and get into some more trades in the other direction.
I am really, yeah. I mean, at one
So
point, not so long ago, I was in about 20 different trades, but gradually
yeah,
profiting
yeah,
out and on those. And still in a few though, still in a few, Brian.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
good. You profited out of heat from the start. You took those opportunities right at the start of January, which was really
yeah,
good.
I did, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so AUD USD, that big drop was that news. What I hear, so I think there's some of the news I've been reading was that the US Fed were talking about maybe lowering interest rates in around May. But that's now come off. Oh, no, even earlier. Was it March? April, I think. That's come totally off. And then the May one, they're going like, we don't think so now. So it's pushing it out and pushing it out before they actually lower rates in the US. So that's an interesting, and that's probably why the response, why the response was as dramatic. This is the AUD USD, so USD strengthened, against the Aussie dollar weakening off. So, and you can see the US dollar strengthened right up after that news. Rightio. So this bye. After that drop, we'll see. I think that we'll get a couple of yellow triangles before we get a sell, but I think this will pull itself back up again. I mean, again, what you were saying, Tom, see where that yellow line come really close to the white one, and then even before that, we got all these green triangles, and then up it goes, because it doesn't like the yellows don't really like to come outside. I mean, like here on the daily, you see where the yellow is nearly coming outside of the white there, and it's where it went outside the white there, and then bang, down it went. So it's getting ready to change direction, but it's just not on the daily. But I don't think it's quite ready yet. Where you can see where it can actually come quite a way outside of the white channel before it actually gets a turn. So this one here would have been nice to take for a buy, but it's like, I'd be waiting for the sell because I still think it's in that sell direction. Now, this is the CAD CHF that you got out of, Darren. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
Come up here,
yeah,
pushed up, and then pull back down again. Lovely.
yeah.
Exactly. And look at the red. We now got some red triangles, yellow triangle. Like it's pulled down, back up, broken the high. This could quite easily be on ready to sell, but the CAD still is art. I mean, they're both down here, so there could be a bit of sideways movement. It could push a bit further. It does say weak high. We'll just see what happens. I mean, I'd be cautious about taking too many buys with these red, because if you look at it here on the alley, can you see there? So back on the end of December, 27th of December, just before, after Christmas, basically that's where it dropped, and then it's been pulling up since. We haven't had any red triangles since back here. So taking notice of this. that potentially it'll come down to break the low. We'll just see.
I'm in this.
You in it already?
I'm already in it for the sell.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's probably fair to say that you are. For me, I reckon I want to see whether it breaks this low down here. If it does, I could set a trade up for that quite easily. Let me just put something on. Short out, I reckon there. Or yeah, somewhere there. And we could leave that up there. It's only 34, at least to that point. Oh yeah, work out all right. Okay, I'm going to look at that one today. So you got in as it dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had my
Mhm.
I had my trade set up at the bottom of the fair value gap to the left.
Yeah, okay. And when it came down to there, down here.
Right. That fair value gap at the bottom
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
got in. So I'm up 2.4 pips. So all I'm looking for is this. There's a small fair value gap in that line that it just created.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yep. I can.
So in that line, I have a fair value gap there. So my stop is at the top. So it should come back no higher than that fair value gap, take it out,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
just miss it and leave it there and
Yeah.
then proceed downward.
But yeah, correct. You can see there are a number of them all the way down here.
No,
Heaps of fair.
I mean the line it just created from the yellow triangle.
No, I understand that, but I'm
Oh,
also
okay.
looking down here going, there's a fair value there. There's a whole heap of them
Exactly.
all the way down there. So
Exactly.
this could quite easily come back down here, probably down here somewhere. That's
Now,
still
if
all
it
right.
pulls up to where if it pulls up to where it goes to zero for me, I'll just kill the
Yeah,
trade.
yeah,
I'll just kill it, and then I'll let it roll back up, and my entry will
and
be
then
at the bottom of this again
yeah,
because
yeah.
now it's created a
Because
new lower.
at some point this is going to go, isn't it? Yeah,
Exactly. Eventually, it's going to just drop.
yeah, yep. It's just being there at the time when it does.
Right.
Okay, let's go for the CAD-J. How does that sound?
Sure.
We'll move along. Get some. I want to get all these in today. Now I'm back online, or properly online anyway. Oh, we don't have. Oh, there we go. We did have a red triangle there, only one, and it's come up and broken.
Okay. So you see where the red triangle is?
Yeah,
It's telling you that it's eventually going to turn. It's going
yeah,
to turn.
it is. Yeah, yeah,
So now that it keeps bouncing back and forth, so if you were to put your entry at the bottom of that red candle at that push,
yeah. Which
there
is
at the bottom, at the very bottom where it touched
that
the other
one
line.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. If you'd have put your entry there, it would have never touched. But look how many times it's come back, right?
yeah. No,
So now as it
heaps.
comes back and fails to break these highs, move
Mm-hmm.
your entry up.
Up, yeah, up to there, up to there, and then it's going to break it eventually, and then drop back down again.
Exactly. So I already have a trade sitting here just waiting to go.
Probably around that yellow line.
Yeah, because that's where the remaining fair value gap is.
Yeah.
It's taken out everything else.
Oh yeah, let's do that too. Let's do a short. Yeah. Oh yeah. No worries. CHF JPY. This is interesting where they're both sitting in the toilet.
I'm up
Well,
on this one, 15 pips
you're in the cell already.
in the buy.
Yeah. In a buy?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to pull back and take out that fair value gap.
Okay.
Because it failed to break to the left. See those green arrows down at the bottom?
Yeah, I know. Mm.
So as it pushes up, it's going to take out the fair value gap or the majority of it, and then it's going to come back down as we're turning on the daily.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's not what I'm seeing. Me personally, but that in the shorter term, you're probably correct. I'm looking at it for a longer term trade on this for a sell out because I think this will potentially sell further. But yeah, we're talking JPY, aren't we? Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
could be
so am I,
on.
Brian. I'm looking at a longer sell too. I think it's going to push
Yeah,
way down. I'm just
yeah,
catching it all the way back up at the moment
up, yeah.
because it failed.
And you're right. There's a strong high up there that's going to take it because of that drop just there. That drop out there. That's got, yeah, okay. And then put it, yeah, I'll be waiting for that to pull back up here, give us a yellow triangles and then sell back out. Okay. All right. You get the buy, I'll get, we'll both get a sell. Yeah, okay. No worries. Um, Good, Tom. I think it's really valuable to talk about, to actually, I call it chew the fat, just to, what do you see? How do you perceive what it is? And like initially I look at it and go, no, it's out. And then you go, oh, no, but it's like, true. It looks like it will. Yeah, just depends on how far it pulls back up. Rightio. Euros, let's have it. Euro AUD. Look at the sideways stuff over the last week, basically. I don't know about this. I think we're going to go into that buy. You can see weak high up there, strong low. What I'd be looking for is for this to come here, where it is, give us a yellow triangle, and then basically go into that buy direction. Um, and because I don't think it's pulled up high enough. It needs to, like I've got this yellow line up here that I'm looking for it to potentially go to. If it pulls down to there, back up to there, that's 200 pips. I'm in that one. All right, let's see how we go. I'm going to put on a potential. Oh, not break that. There's somewhere. All right, I can do that. I don't know where this will be. This could be anywhere. But once I get a yellow triangle, maybe even a green one, be looking at it. Anyway, okay. We'll leave that on there for the
Well,
minute. Mm-hmm.
well, the problem being is there's no fair value gap at the bottom from the yellow triangle up.
Correct.
So it's already hit everything it needs to take. So now I'm looking for inducement, which means it's going to come down, break that little green line,
Yeah.
which is liquidity,
Yeah.
not break the yellow triangle and push.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying too. But I'm
So
just
for me, my entry is at the bottom of that green line. I'm sorry, at the top of the green line.
tree line. Yeah.
And my stop is at the bottom of that yellow triangle.
Yeah. Which is where I've basically got it.
Right.
But I need it I'm not going to put in a limit, a limit
No, me
order.
neither.
No, I'm going to wait for it to come down and then get a yellow and then put in a buy stop.
Right.
or a market execution, depends on whether I see it or not and when I see it. Okay, Eurocad. Is that one you got? No, USCHF is the one you got out of.
Yeah, still in Euro
Darren.
CAD for the sell.
You've been in this forever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
I mean, we've got
still,
a well, yeah. It's a bit of a pullback at the minute. We've got
yeah,
a long signal on the daily,
yeah,
but
and it's flattened out.
you know, I'm looking for it to turn and head down again, and then I'll move a stop loss.
Okay, you're still in it for
That's the plan,
sale
and just keep
because it hasn't
see where
come
it
to
goes.
the other side of your rails yet, has it?
No, long way to go.
Okay, well, there you go. You hear it
Yeah,
from Darren. He's still in it for the sell. We could get into it, Tom, if you're not already into it, but
No, I'm waiting for the pullback on it, back down, not to break the bottom,
mm-hmm,
and then push back up.
yeah.
and I can't see trading view at the minute. So just on the daily, has it pulled up to the center line of the channel on the daily?
No,
No.
No.
nowhere
I think
near
it
it.
might do. I think it might come up towards that center line, but the center
Wow.
line's dropping as well at the same time. So
Mm.
I think it could come up to around the center line and then drop off again. That's when I'll move the stop
Well, that'll mean though, Darren, that
down
you're
and
yeah. That'll mean though
yeah.
that the euro will weaken and the euro will strengthen, the CAD will weaken. I don't know about that. We'll see. Hmm. Could. Yeah, okay, euro CAD. Now
But
this
we've got CAD inflation news next week.
yes. Now we'll see what happens with that. It might turn it, you're right. This is the one you
So that could
This is the one
shake
you
things
got
up a
out
bit.
because it pushed back up, and it's interesting with the rails I have. It's nowhere near the rails, but true. Look at all these red. That's a really good indication to get out, isn't it? If you're in profit, Darren.
So is this Euro CAD? Sorry, Euro CHF you're looking
USCS,
at
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now
But
took
I
my money
just,
and ran on that one.
yeah, good, lovely. So you should too. And we'll just see what your settings are. Yeah, it's just touched the outer rail, but it hasn't given you
Yeah.
a red triangle, though. You don't
No,
wait for it
it's not. No, I don't. I get out when it hits the
when it hits the rail.
outer channel. Yeah,
Okay, good. Okay. It did a really big push, didn't it, over the last whatever relatively short
yeah,
period of time.
yeah. It did.
And you went, thank you very much. I'll leave it. If it goes further, who cares? But it looks like
Exactly. Yeah,
on the hourly, it looks like it's getting ready to potentially drop back down, which it would after a big push up like that. And probably
yeah,
there'll be a nice sell out from that.
yeah, yeah.
May or may not break the low, but we'll see. Okay, then. That's just got your one. I'll put that one back. Yeah, so it's nowhere near the rail there on that setting. Okay, USCHF. Now this could quite easily be a nice sell for us, Tom, for a short on that, and it looks pretty tight too.
Yeah, I already have my trade set up.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I reckon we've got, yeah, that could be a very nice tight stop loss on that one too.
20 pips.
Yeah, well, the Swiss franc's going to have to strengthen up for that to happen. It's going to have to bounce out of the gutter. Yeah, we'll see. All right, then. Already set up. Good. Euro GBP. Don't like this piece of crap anyway. Like an AUD, NZD. Look at that big move. Is this preemptive? No, Darren can't see it, but so we've got year on year, we've got the GDP growth and all that sort of stuff, and then what's that one? Retail sales. With that must have been that would have been the news on inflation news there. Look at it, euros like and GBP's like weakened off. We've got arrow there, but nothing's happening at the moment. Is anybody trading this one for a sellout? Nope.
No, I'm waiting for the pullback.
What's that Euro GBP?
Yeah.
No, I'm not trading it.
Okay. Well, I mean, on the daily, it looks like it's getting ready for the buy, but we've got a green triangle, but no long on there yet for it to push back up. I mean, this is significant, that push, but yeah, I don't know. This one here, we need to get a long on this. And I think, well, look at the yellow is considerably out. Well, it can't go further, but it's way outside the white rail. The yellow is, and we've got a green there. Yeah, just sit with that one. I think longer term we're looking for a buy on it. Maybe that's the start of it. We'll see. Euro JPY now. I think this is ready for a push up, isn't it, eh? Maybe it's near its, yeah, ooh, caution. We'll see. I reckon because we've got to break a structure there, change the character there. You ready for sell on this one, Tom?
Yeah, I already have my trade set up.
I'm sure you do. I think it will be a sell. Because I wasn't able to, it's a bit messy, this one, though. Fairly big. Anyway, it depends on what happens, though. With this, it's may pull back up. We might be able to, well, it did pull up, but it just depends on where we can put our entry. Okay. Look at the strong lows just there. It would have to break. I don't know. That one's an iffy one. All right, Euro NZD. Where are we? 10-2, that's right. Okay, we're still going okay at the moment. I want to get through these ones if I can. Euro NZD. Look at that. Came up and broke that. Okay. No, I'm just going to leave that one alone. I mean, there is potential for a sell, but like this will need to pull back up, not break the high, and then hang on. Let's just put this in as a potential. It'll be good. Let's. If it doesn't break the high here, we're going to pull back up. We'll have a look and see anyway later in the day. Did a big move there though, didn't it? Okay. Euro Singapore. Yeah, don't like that one where it is. Leave that one. Euro USD.
I'm up 10 pips on this one.
Yeah, you're on the buy, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Still think this is going to. Yeah, okay. I'm going to set it up though for a sellout, I reckon. You'll have to get out of it, Tom. It just depends on what it does in here anyway. Still reckon that'll break that. Oh, I do it. No, I put it up there. It depends. If this pulls back up and doesn't break, then I'll be pulling this entry up further. But at the moment, it's there. Let's just see what it does. Right, GBPs. That's the move. Yeah, look at the drop. Wow. Do the push up and then just it came back and just took it all over. It's like, oh, look at those. Rightio, we're ready. Are we ready for a sell? Are we? Yes, on the daily even. Okay. Still got a week high here though. Next week. Next week. Or maybe it's this. Depends. Yeah, it's not that. Wow. See, it's made. Oh, no, it hasn't quite made it there. I still reckon it'll pull back up here, I reckon. Break that, and then we'll start getting a sell out on that. Oh, I'm going to leave that one for the minute. And if I go down to GN, let's see what's that done. Exactly the same. Okay. So copies here, out there. Where's the white? Come on. Ready on the daily. Come in. There we go. Ooh, okay. So it's got a bit further push as well. No, leave both of those. GCAD. This is when you close, is it? No, no, that's right.
No,
You still
in this one. Yeah.
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 4A.
Sell.
Right. Even though it's pulled back up there. All right. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, still I'm in profit. Still in profit.
Just.
No,
I know you got in
deep.
further over, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I got in this well over, and it came all the way down, and then turned and went all the way back up. But I survived, and then it dropped again. So I'm currently in quite a bit of decent profit at the minute. Just looking to stay in it a bit like Eurocad, really.
Yeah, well, that last
See where
push
we
up
get to.
must have brought you close, and then it's pushed back down again.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a couple of red triangles there, so it really did push back down. But yeah, I'm just going to leave that one for the minute too. I don't like the look of it in a minute. You got an opinion, Tom?
I'm waiting for the pullback into the fair value gap that it just created, or a
Yeah.
further push down.
Okay, you reckon? Yeah, okay. That'd be nice. That would be nice.
There's a 4-hour order block just above it.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying I'm waiting for the pullback to complete. Let it push up as high as it wants into that fair value gap,
and then
the
drop
4-hour
out.
fair value gap, and then just let it drop.
Okay.
I want the bigger move down.
Yeah, and that's not greedy at all, Tom.
No, not at all.
No,
it's really not.
I know it's not.
Picking and choosing your battles.
It's opportunistic. Yeah. Lovely. All right, GBP CHF. Did that big. Look at that. Okay, we're out now. Like if you look at it, how's that Tuesday? Look at it. Now we've got a red. And we've got reds. Okay. It's going to do a pullback or not? What do you reckon, Tom?
Yeah, I'm in this. I'm minus 2.7 pips at the moment.
Okay.
And
I think it'll pull back up again.
I do too, to the fair value gap right there.
Yeah. Up here.
Gonna tap it and away we go.
Let's look at and if it continues up, well, so what? You're not going to lose anything. I need it to pull back up before I can put a sell stop in. All right, GBP JPY. Well, everything's starting to get to the extremes, isn't it? Eh? Oh, look at that. We're on the daily. We've got a red triangle. No long on it though. We do have a sell here, but it does have a weak high, strong low. At some point, it'll break that strong low. Are you ready for this one as well, Tom?
Yes, I'm just waiting for it to finish its push back up before
Yeah.
I get in it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, this has been an uptrend for about 2 years, I think. GBP
Yeah, I know.
JPY, and it just keeps, it just keeps breaking highs and pushing up. You think it's turning, and then it does for a little
Yeah,
bit,
but
and
it
then
does
off
though.
it
But
goes
it
again.
does. Yeah, but it does though. Darren, look, like that short that push down there, then push
Yeah,
back
it does.
up. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it does do it. So
it does. It does.
And look how
and
many pips that is.
correct, it's all and correct though, Darren. If you look at it at a much longer term, yes, that's correct. It's been in an uptrend over that whole period of time, but it's more the fact that we want to take the opportunities in the interims
Yeah.
for it. So, but if it doesn't come down a break, then not in the trade. Who cares? All right, GBP Singapore. We're starting to get to an exciting time for us where things are starting to turn a bit. So what's this long doing in here? Didn't do much though, did it? Okay. I don't know whether that's ready yet or not. There's nothing indicating, there's too much imbalance further up. That's going to buy. Yeah. I reckon that could nearly be. Just going to leave that one for the minute. Okay, GU. Short thing. I reckon we're in for a nice sellout on this one. Look at that.
I mean,
Red.
I've been in this one
Don't
since
talk to me.
since the back end of November. So it's been in
Ah.
drawdown most of the time. I think it's
But
just
you
about
being
back in profit again.
profit,
Just
yeah. Yeah, because you
it,
got in for that short and then it pulled back up and then now it's back down. Yeah.
yeah. I got in it when I was still trading with a bigger stop loss, and it survived. And
Yeah.
today I'm still sat in it. So
Yeah, well, that's good.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to wait for that to pull back up. We've got a green triangle and a couple of yellows. It just depends on how far that pulls back, probably up here somewhere before we get a sell out. I'm not going to get into it now because I'll get drawdown on it. Not worth it. Okay, NZDs, NCAD. Has been pulling up with that strength, but I think if I get some yellow triangles, I'm in for the sell on this one. We've got to wait for that though. It's not ready yet. NZDCHF. Ooh, not on the daily. No, and not on there. It's still going to push back up. No. Yeah, because we don't have any red triangles yet. And it's not enough of those yellows. NJ. Ooh. Ooh. Not on the daily yet. Still reckon this will push up higher. See that? Sell out there, and it did. But now it's pushed back up, matched it. Thoughts?
I'm just waiting for it to take out the imbalance above it
And then drop.
and then drop. I already have my trade set up.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. Let's put in something like that. I reckon, oh yeah, maybe it'll pull up to there. We'll just see. And if it continues up, which it could, then we're not in the trade. Okay. NU. What have we got in the daily? Oh, no. It's been doing sideways on up and down, on it? It's in a buy at the moment, isn't it? It hasn't done a pullback, has it? Yeah, I think that's
Which pair are you on now, Brian?
NZD-USD.
Yeah, I'm in the sell on this. It was going very well, and then that NZD strength sent it the wrong way, and then the dollar news pushed it back in the right direction again. So
yeah, but I think it's climbing back again though.
a little bit, but I think overall on the daily, it's still
to sell.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but I think in the shorter term, we're going to get a buy back up before we do. It's doing a fair bit of choppiness because of the strength. Just the US dollar up here. Depends on how far that NZD will pull it back up before it drops out. Whether I may decide not to do that and do a buy on it before it. So anyway, we'll see. Because I think it will break that low. All right, Singapore and Japanese yen. God, this thing. I keep kicking myself why I didn't get into a money buy on this one. It just, started January, it just kept going and it's still going. But it's right up the rail now. We don't have any red. There's no red triangle or yellow yet, but it's, bloody hell, it's way up there.
Well, I took some of these buys in beginning of January on the JPY. I'm just waiting for them to turn, but they just keep pushing up, don't they?
They keep pushing up. Yeah, I keep looking at this one and go, why didn't I get into? Anyway, all right. So maybe it's time to get in. Nah, it's too close to the rail.
I'm waiting for the sell. Waiting for sell on these.
Yeah. Well, you've got out of it though, haven't you?
Well, they're all saying it's better to be out of a trade wishing you were in it.
Yeah.
Than in a trade wishing you were out of it.
Yeah. This is still USD CAD. Look at the move. How big was that?
I'm in the buy on this one. It's been a bit of a struggle to go in it, but that was a nice.
It moved up 130 pips.
Yeah, that was a nice move yesterday. But it has been choppy, but it's still going in the right direction.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to wait for this to pull back before I get into any buying it. Okay, USD CHF. Look at the big push on that one as well. Bloody hell. It's way up here now, outside on the yellow rail.
Well, that was another one I closed out for a nice profit on that one.
Yeah.
Earlier in the week, yeah. So, waiting for the turn now. Waiting for the red triangle. The sell, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's heaps of red triangles on the hourly. There's nothing yet on the daily, but it is out at the rails. I mean,
yeah.
something's got the CHF will need to strengthen right up. Okay, UJ. Whoa, this one just shot up and well in profit on a number of UJ trades, and I went, nah, I don't want that pullback. It could push up higher, but I saw it out of the rail and this red triangle on the daily, and I went, nah, that's enough for me, beauty. I'm out. Profit.
Yeah,
Thank you very
nice trade
much.
that one.
Yeah, no, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful put. This was a bit hairy in the middle here, but it was that was a nice outcome. Now I'm getting ready to look for it to sell, but it just depends. It depends. See where it's come up here and taken out all that imbalance. Lovely. Yeah, didn't give anything back there. I go right at the top. Yeah. Yes. It was good. And just the right time because it was like that. So, see how it was that like when it changed over from, and I had oh God, what do you call it? Oh, I can't remember what the name is. You know when it changes from one exchange to other and you end up with profits out
Sessions
of that? Sorry?
during a session.
Yeah. So between sessions it was, oh, I can't remember what it's called, the term now. You know it, Darren. I'm sure you know what the word is. Um Anyway, it wasn't just profits on, there was also profits on the change from sessions across. There's anyway, that was good. So I got an extra. There was extra on top. Lovely. Anyway, that's good.
What on the spread? You mean?
Uh
You mean on the wider spread between?
no, it
Or maybe
wasn't.
not.
It's not spread, it's called something else. Trying to think of the
Oh well.
word.
What is it you're asking?
No, you know when you have a trade and it's in positive, that's fine. You know, when it goes from one exchange to another, and then you either get a positive or a negative charge in relation to it.
Well, that's
Drawdown?
the spread, is it? That's the
Nah, it's not spread. It's
what
not
Are you
the
talking
spread.
swap
about
fees.
drawdown?
Swap fees. Thank you. That's
Swap
it.
There you
fees, yeah,
go.
Swap fees.
yeah.
It
They
That's what
had
I
to
can.
was
be
trying to think
something.
of. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
on
So
the
I had positive swap fees.
oh, you do on USD JPY. Certainly
Yeah.
on my broker pays very nice
Yeah.
positive swap fees on the up, but on the flip side, on a sell, it can be quite expensive
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
sell.
No,
I've
you're right.
noticed USD JPY in particular
Mm,
does pay a lot for whatever reason
mm.
for holding the trade. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you've got to be careful on the sell. You're in that for a long time. It
Well, it can add
can
up,
rack
can't
up.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, which we're looking at potentially into the sell,
next year.
you know,
Yeah,
yeah, in the next stage. Swap fees. Thank you for a
yeah.
guy trying to remember, an old fella trying to remember stuff. Um, yeah, the USD Singapore, that's still pushing up as well.
But
You know,
yeah, that was the one I got out of yesterday. That hit target and out. So thank you very much.
good on you. Yeah, well, that's right. On the daily, you would have it up, but you're now getting these red on the hourly. You got one there, and now we've got three. So we could get a turn on it for a sell. So, and where's gold sitting? Wow. Yes, that dropped out very nicely, which means, yeah. Okay. We haven't got any red anything on there at all. And where's Bitcoin? What did it do on the US? Pushed up. Oh, it's 51 now. 51 and a half. Oh, gotta be people rubbing their hands together. But look at how many red, look at this. Look how many red triangles there are. And just, yes, it does a pullback, but only this little and then pushes back up. It's so strong at the moment. Craziness. Crazy. All right. What's US 30 on too? I was going to have a look at that. It dropped out. And the DXY, that also pushed up. Okay. Well, good. All right then. At least I was
All right,
able to
thanks
do
very
it.
much, Brian.
No, that's all right, Darren. We'll hopefully see you everyone tomorrow for the end of the week session, and then we'll go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
But it looks like things are starting to sort of slowly get there ready for turn. But there's a number of trades there I'm going to look at this afternoon, pre-London Open, and potentially jump into for some relatively shorter term, but they could turn into longer term trades. Thank you to Tom. All right. Take it easy, everyone.
Thanks,
Excellent.
everyone.
Yeah.
See ya.
Make sure you keep that shiny side up, all right?
Absolutely.
All right then.